walls, you have to think of ways of literally surviving. You've been cut off, according to Prince Harry, from all that financial help. And then, of course, it was proven to be a lie because King Charles has clearly been assisting you for over a year. You were given all that wonderful accommodation that was too small for anybody to live in. In fact, so much so that your celebrity friends like Oprah Winfrey couldn't believe you're living in a place like that. Hypocritical, isn't it, in this cost of living crisis, when you think of how many people are genuinely struggling, living on the breadline, and then you go on worldwide international television to tell people how much you're struggling. But that is, of course, the remit, this sort of storyline that Harry and Meghan have decided to come up with, isn't it? Everybody's having a difficult time, but they're having the worst time. But then they pick up awards, apparently, because they're running towards helping people with struggle. We found out recently, didn't we, that Harry and Meghan only spend an hour a week each at those computers that they were filmed at on that docuseries for Netflix. What are they doing the rest of the time? Playing lingo bingo or something? I mean, truly, how did they manage to capture that 1 hour a week exclusively for Netflix? Incredible when you think about it. But on a serious note now, Harry and Meghan are trying to think of new ways as a revenue stream, and it's been really staring them in their face for a long time. It's the most obvious one when you think, because it's one that they've had a lot of experience with since departing the British monarchy. We're talking, of course, about Harry and Meghan's endless awards that they seemingly get picked up for. The award just for having 2 children, the award for simply having an award, that type of thing. But now, according to a very good source, Harry and Meghan feel that they could do some good because, after all, it's about being compassionate and doing good in the world. So what better than this? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're keeping well today. Fine and dandy. Yes, as I often say here on the show, some of the stuff you find out is incredible when you think, but it's the most obvious things because, as I've often also said with you, having worked in this industry a long time, I know the tricks of the trade, exactly where the money comes from, and more importantly, who's making that money. So you can understand why Harry and Meghan feel, allegedly, that their next venture should be, in fact, their very own awards show, awards system, the Archwell Awards. According to a very good source who worked alongside Harry and Meghan in that ever-revolving door of Archwell employees, they feel that something like that would be very prestigious. It's something that they could control, pick out the things that they feel very sort of, worthy about, the sort of things that they'd like to see awards given to. But where would the money come from? Well, that's the beauty of it, isn't it, you see? Some international, very rich, financier people would have to back these award ceremonies. How they normally go is you book the venue, you sell the tickets, you make sure the lunch or the dinner is an exalted price that, is incredible, invite lots of rich people, do an auction, do a raffle, get a few celebrities to present some awards, make sure it gets lots of press, and then, hey presto, you've made some money. You donate a portion of that to said charities or worthy causes, making sure that the press see that. And then, of course, there's the running costs. Now, what's interesting there, you see, is that the Archwell Awards, dare I say, would be very successful for a short period, depending on who they decide to pick and work with. But the bottom line, as I say, is any award ceremony, any charity has something at the base of it, and that is making money. Yes, they can do some good, but when you look at the CEO salaries, the list of staff that are attached to these things, the administration, the flights, the lunches to meet people, the bottom line is someone's doing well out of this. I'm not suggesting for one moment this would be the case with the idea of the Archwell Awards, but isn't it fascinating that now Harry and Meghan think that this could be a great way of celebrating all that good work that we know them so well for? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.